Lisa Kehoe with Dynavox Mayor Johnson, and we're going to take a look at our curriculum companions. Curriculum companions are curriculum support materials. They align to the K-2 academic standards for science and social studies. You can teach reading and writing through the content areas of science and social studies. You can use them on BoardMaker Plus Player. They're great on an interactive whiteboard, which is what we're going to look at today. They're also really nice on the mobile activity player, which is a new hardware unit that is great for using curriculum companions. So we have 12 titles currently. Our collection's growing. Let's take a look at Amazing Animals.
Amazing Animals. Curriculum companion.
You do have the ability to add in students and student profiles. You can customize access for each student, and each time that student logs in, they'll have the ability to have their access methods automatically appear. We'll go ahead and sign in as a guest.
Do you want to sign on as a guest?
Each of our curriculum companions has a 4-tab structure. Read, write, practice, and quiz. This structure stays the same for each of the units, providing a very predictable environment for students to learn. Each time you introduce a new title, you're not going to have to reteach how to use an activity. They're really going to be able to focus on understanding the new content and vocabulary introduced. So let's go ahead and start with read. We'll take a look at the book. Each of our titles comes with a book. Now each one of the activities has a collection of options specific to that activity. In our book activity, we have the option to vary symbol support. You can have complete symbol support for just your target vocabulary words, or text only. You also have the ability to select recorded or text-to-speech options. Okay, let's go ahead and look at
it. Chapter 1. Animals are everywhere.
Now in this book I have our reading strategy prompts turned on, so let's take a look at those.
What is the title of this book? What do you think it will be about?
The reading strategy prompts just help tap into background knowledge, help the student discuss and talk about the book that they're reading.
Animals are everywhere. Some animals live in the water.
A nice combination of digital images and symbol support. On each page, when a new unit vocabulary word is introduced, we have the glossary. You can also access the glossary independent of the book as well. The definition and related words are introduced. Now let's go ahead to the right tab. We offer a variety of writing supports, very hierarchical in nature, so you can start with errorless writing and move up to free writing. We also have a great pre-writing exercise for individuals who aren't quite at the writing phase but want to still work on some written expression. That's called Draw a Picture. It's a stamping activity. You can choose the background image and then scroll through the stamps and drag it onto your image. And then of course you can print it out.
Did you remember to print out your picture? Your picture will not be saved.
Now let's take a look at another writing activity, more traditional writing support. We'll look at the structured writing. Structured writing allows you to build sentences. There also are a lot of options to let you pick how your word banks look, where your symbol support is, where your text is. You also can pick the number of symbols that are presented to students at a time for their writing creation. You can choose to either pick a picture prior to writing or use the picture as a way to illustrate the writing that's taken place.
Tigers eat food.
In our free writing,
use the keyboard to write about animals.
One of the features I love in the free writing is the ability to review what you've learned. So during the writing process, the student can actually look back and either take a look at the concept map, the book, or a glossary to get additional information so that they can be reminded of that during the writing process. Now if we jump over to our practice tab, this is a nice collection of activities. Our practice and our quiz tab are the same activities with different levels of prompting and feedback. Let's take a look at a sorting activity. Again, we're in practice mode.
A flower doesn't belong here. That's right, a flower is not an animal. That's right, a snake is an animal. That's right, the whale is an animal.
When the student's done with their work, they can check their work. And a student-friendly report can be printed. In the report, you can have the student's name, the date, and whether they're in practice or quiz mode, along with how they did on the activity. We'll go ahead into quiz mode and take a look at one additional activity.
Which of the following does not move on its own? Why do animals have to eat? Where do rabbits live?
Again, in quiz mode, you're not going to get the feedback as to whether they're correct or incorrect. Just a reminder that each of the activities does have a collection of options to customize that activity. Here you can pick the difficulty level, auditory prompts and feedback, visual prompts and feedback, along with the number of errors allowed. And then to customize further, you can also choose the feedback symbols that are presented to the student. So these are just an example of Amazing Animals, one of our 12 curriculum companions. You also can view and purchase our curriculum companions on our free sharing website, www.adaptedlearning.com, or you can learn more about them at www.mayerjohnson.com. Thank you.
Thank you.